everyone, welcome to my Flosstube number 22. I'm not going to label it a month update because I haven't been doing them every month, but it is April, so welcome to my April update. It'll just be whenever I upload update. If you're new, welcome. This is my channel where I mainly talk about my cross stitching, my knitting, and now I may be adding in some plants because I've gotten into lots of plant stuff and that's been really exciting for me. And sometimes where I talk about books. I don't know if I'll talk much about books in this video. And if you're returning, welcome back. I hope everyone is doing well. Not much life update here. Still teaching remotely for kindergarten and in person. A mix of everything, and it's still all crazy. And that's about it. I think so. I don't want to start over. I'm just looking at my cat, and that just did remind me that last month was really hard. I did lose my orange cat who was 16 or 17 years old, and that was really hard and sad. And so my black cat, it's just her now. When she's just really, she's changed a lot. She's doing good, but she's definitely a lot clingier than she used to be. She wasn't super close with my other cat, but I can definitely tell she is missing his presence for sure. But let's get to the stitching. I tried to remember where I was, what I updated on last time, but that was kind of hard because I think it was in January, and then I forgot to write down what I showed and what I didn't show, and it was kind of hard to tell. And in my video, my last video, I think I just kind of showed everything I was working on because it had been such a long time since I last updated. So I will update on what I'm currently stitching on. This is in my rotation now. I'm trying to get at least 20 hours in, 20 to 25 on my big pieces. And I'll try to insert pictures of what they'll look like when they're done. This is my Dark World map from The Legend of Zelda, Link to the Past. I'm not sure if I'll still link in what it looked like last time because to dig through the videos is really hard to find. So I'll just show what it looks like now. And I don't know, I feel like this piece has been moving so slow. I don't know. It's on 18 count, white item, 2/1. And I don't know. I just feel like it is moving so slow. It's also not as big as I thought it was. I know it's on this really big piece, but then compared to some of my other pieces, it really isn't so big. And this is where I am. So I'm finishing some more of the clouds over here. And I know like a few months ago, I had sort of like a freak out about the mountain here and the gray. But I really think once I'm done with the stitching, it'll look really good. And it won't look so, I wouldn't say bad. There's just something about that gray color. Like it should be a darker brown. And I tried to reach out to the person that I got the pattern from, but they never responded. So it also just makes me think they threw it into a generator and didn't really check the colors. Anywho, that's what I have there. My sister has finished the light world version of that piece. And so it'll be nice for me to have the dark world version, and we'll have matching projects there. Okay, I'm not going to clip these all now, but I want to try to keep all the clips of them together. I like to use these binder clips for my fabric. I find they work really well. And I still really prefer hoops over Q-snaps. And I don't really like stitching in hand. And sharing the project bag with that piece was my Linen and Threads mystery sampler. So this is a free stitch along that you can get from the Linen and Threads website. They do a mystery sampler every year, and this year it was based on Talavera, I hope I said that right, pottery. And I chose 2 gentle art colors to do it in. I chose burnt orange. I didn't bring the colors with me. And I chose Harvest Moon. And here is where I am. So I have all, and this is like an oatmeal, just an oatmeal DMC Ida. I think they're 16 or 18 count. This was the February release. Sorry I'm not taking it out of the hoop. I just don't want to take all of my things that I'm currently stitching out of the hoops or Q-snaps. And then this band here and the middle, 1, and the one on this side were all March's release, and that was a lot of stitching, so I definitely did not get to finish. But over here is April's release, and I'm almost done with it. So when I'm done with April, I'll be able to go back and finish up March. And so I kind of like try to pick and choose where to put the burnt orange or the yellowy one. And you could, I mean, it's charted for monochromatic, so you can just pick one color or a variegated color. And a lot of people on the Facebook group online are doing lots of different colors. I kind of wanted to, but then I also just wanted to keep it a little bit simpler. And I really like the way it's coming out so far. I think it'll look really good. So that's my linen and thread mystery sampler piece, which I just work on. I try to at least work on it once or twice a week. I haven't been working on any of my seasonal cottages. Well, I really missed out on working on the winter one. And I haven't pulled out the spring one yet, even though we've been in spring for a while. And I'm sorry, my hair is really crazy today. I didn't want to tie it back for the video because I had a lot of frizz, but I don't know if this was helping either. It is wash day, so if you've been on my Instagram at all, I've been following the curly girl method for my hair, and it's been amazing. But then on days like this where it just kind of looks crazy, it just looks crazy. But more stitching. I do have, I think last time I recorded, I was working on my Epic Pokemon piece. Where is it? It is in here somewhere. And this is another free chart from, sorry, my neighbors are playing really, really, really loud music. Sorry if you can hear it. It's really obnoxious, and they do this all the time. And a lot of times it's in the middle of the night. And our walls are really thin, so that sucks. This is a free chart by Lord Libidin. And this is the original 151 sprites from the red, blue, and yellow version. And here's where I am. This really slowed down. I kind of lost steam on this project. So I really thought I was going to finish it last year. I really thought I was going to finish it this year, but I don't think so. I'm not really feeling it. But I have I think I have like 2 full rows and then like a little half a row, maybe not even. I think it's this one and then one more. And then that's it. And I really wish I would just do it, but not feeling it. But it's moving along. So that's that one. It's moving, it's moving. And then in between working on Pokemon and working back on my Dark World, I did work on a small, and I was working on the hands-on design year in celebrations. So the little monthly pieces. And I really forgot the type of fabric this is. If you want to know, just comment and I'll find out. But I worked on January, and for the most part I did the DMCs for them. And I think the only one I started the sub colors out for was the February. And I used a dinky dye for the red. And then I think I had some color in cotton for the brown. And that's it. I kind of got annoyed with the white. It kept getting this red, but I don't know why. I didn't skip or drag other stitches with it. So I don't know why my white thread kept getting red in it. I don't know if it was already some fibers on the needle, but it was kind of irritating. But yep, I finished all of January and I almost finished February in the rotation. I think it was like a 10-hour rotation, and I wanted to keep going, but I stopped because then I knew I would get kind of sick of it. So here. So I have 2. Almost, well, no, 1.5. I don't have 2 completely done. This one is basically done. And I just realized where I forgot to cross a stitch. Do you hate it when that happens? Look at that. Let's see if I can show it. Ah, I forgot to cross a stitch. I don't think you were able to see. Over here somewhere. Ah, so great. I'm glad I just noticed that. When I go back, I'll try to get it. I hate when that happens. Oh, and I forgot to say, there's a huge mistake actually on the heart motif. it was supposed to be two separate, like they weren't completely different, but just a little bit different in the patterning. And I was watching TV and I was like, oh, it just continues. I was watching Outlander, which I really got into Outlander, by the way. We're on season 2. We just started. And I was just like, oh, this is kind of mindless. It's the same pattern. And then later on I looked at it and I'm like, oh, it's not. So I just made it the same pattern the whole way through the heart. That's okay. No worries there. I was not going to frog it, really. Because you really couldn't tell. And it wasn't like it was a huge mistake that was going to mess up the overall end for it. That was all my stitching. I really have not been stitching as much as I want to. And when I am, I'm like kind of working on really 1 or 2 projects at a time. Which is not bad because I'm getting a lot done on them. But it's been a lot less stitching time. I guess I'll show some of my knitting now. So I do have a finish that was in my little sock mitten bag by Caroline from Evertotes, off to Good Needle Arts. This is one of her little bags, which is so cute. I love them all. And I just got another one with an orange cat on it, with a little party hat to remind me of my little buddy that I lost. But this is the Kensington Shawlette. I just finished it. So it really needs, I need to weave in the ends, and I need to, I mean, it's cotton, so it's not really gonna block, but I do need to at least wash it. And so I did the shawlette. I didn't do the full shawl because I don't think I would wear a full shawl. And what I didn't notice with this yarn when I bought it was that it really started off this light pink color. And this is an easy eyelet shawl. I mean, if you're into like beginning lace, this is a good one. And it started off with this light pink, and then it got a little bit darker. And then a little bit darker. And then it got super dark towards the end, which I thought was really, really cool. I don't even know how to wear one of these guys. Let's see if I can get it on. If I can get it on. Maybe something like this. I might wear this for work tomorrow. Who knows? But there we go. I'm so happy it's done. And the yarn that I used, ooh, I really like this actually. It'll be like good for like those little chilly times when you have the air conditioning on. Ooh, I really like that a lot. And the yarn that I did this in was this yarn that I bought when I went to Sweden with my co-teacher for a work trip. And we got this in Stockholm. I don't think it's like a Swedish yarn, definitely not. I mean, I was looking for something really Swedish, but our time that we spent in Stockholm was really limited. And then we went to a really small town that I really mispronounce a lot, so I'm not going to right now. But this was the yarn Summer Temptation. And I think it's an Italian yarn. But that's the colorway, sorry, is Summer Temptation, I think, is the colorway. I don't know, actually. Yeah, because I think then this is the brand? I'm not sure. And it says it's a, yeah, made in Italy, and it's 100% cotton. So I don't know. My hair is so crazy. Okay, anywho, that was my finish, my knitting finish. And then I started a knit along in my local knitting and crochet group that somehow I got wrapped into organizing, helping to organize. And we haven't had a meetup in a really long time because of COVID and all that jazz. But I offered to host a knit along, and I think no one else is knitting along except for me. So if you'd like to join my knit along, you can, and knit this along with me. I am working on, it's a pattern from, I'm trying to see if this is the spring issue. I think so. It says spring. Yes, it's the spring 2021 issue from Interweave Knits. And the pattern that I'm making from here, which you can buy on Ravelry. Let me see if they have just a picture of it without the pattern. There we go. Is the, I hate this word too because I always say it wrong. Subtle, there we go, I got it. Subtle Spring Tee. So it's just like a little t-shirt. And I really, really like the motif, I guess, the lace. I don't know, it's more lacy. It's actually much harder than I thought it was. So it definitely is not beginner friendly, but I really, really love this piece. And the designer is Rachel Brockman. And it's done with like a sport weight. It could be done with a fingering yarn. And I chose Knit Picks Sport Weight Shine in the colorway Wallaby. So I chose this. I don't have like a good white paper to put this against or anything, but I didn't think it would be this color online, but it's like a gray but olivey color. I don't know if it's really showing, but it wasn't what I expected, and at first I wasn't crazy about it, but yeah, I guess it's okay. And I'm making size, let me see if I can tell you guys what size I'm making, because I needed to get a lot of balls of yarn for this. It's on page 43 if you have the issue. Oh gosh, they're singing to the music now. It's so bad. Oh, I forget. I'm maybe, if that's small, medium, large, I'm maybe making the extra large with a at least 2 to 3 inches of, what do they call that? Positive ease. So I'm making a size up than what I would normally make. So instead of the 43-inch one, I think I'm making the 47. And this is what I have so far. It really got me using some new techniques. It's really hard to show. I mean, it's working up really nicely. And this is a little progress keeper that I got, I think from Bumblebee Acres. Or from Caroline, I can't remember. It's really, really hard to show it. But it has like a leaf almost. You can kind of see the leaf here. And here where that orange yarn is going to be the top of it. So this is going to be the neck. Now I have this other thing on top. So this will be the top of the t-shirt. And it's on some, these needles aren't really letting it stretch a lot, which is good. But it'll stretch enough, and this will be on my shoulders up here like this. So it is really, it's working up beautifully, but it's hard, in my opinion. It's not something you can do mindlessly while watching TV. And you kind of have to pay attention a bit. So once I'm done with that part though, once you're done with the yoke, that's what you call it. Once you're done with the yoke, the body is all stockinette. So I'm waiting so patiently to get there. And there are a lot of nice, really, really springy tops in this issue too. Like I really like the one on here. I'm not crazy about the back of it, but I do like that one. And then there was another that I wanted to make from here that I really, really liked. Let me see. Yeah, see, it's just not my style. Like I like the front of this, but I'm not crazy about that back like that. It's just really not my thing. And I would like to knit more stuff that I'm actually gonna wear. Like I made this little shawlette, but I'm kind of nervous that I'm not gonna wear it. And then what do I do with it? Like I wanted to use my Sweden yarn so I could have a memory from Sweden, but I'm not sure. All right, I can't find the other thing that I liked. It might have been in another issue because I got 2 issues almost at the same time. There's some pretty shawls in here too. Okay. But other than that, I think that's it. If you want, you can stick around and I'll take you guys on a quick plant tour, though it is a really rainy day here in Brooklyn, in New York City. So my room doesn't have that great lighting, but I'll try to take you on a little tour. It's a little bit messy. But if you're not going to hang around for the plant tour, thank you for stopping by, and I'll see you guys next time. Take care and happy stitching. Alright guys, so if you're here, welcome to my plant tour version of my video. I have no idea where to look, where the camera is on my phone. I think it's down there. But anywho, welcome to my plant tour. the music is really loud now that my neighbors are playing, and you can really hear them singing, so I'm so sorry. But I'm going to turn you around and show you my plants. I'm going to start with the ones that are on a new shelf that I got and that are right by a grow light that I just got. I don't even know how to use this thing. Disclaimer, I am brand new to plants. I'm one of those people that brought plants home and they just died right away. These haven't, not all of them have died, and I'm really coming to terms with that not every plant I get will live. So I've had a lot of plants die and I'm really sad, but I'm really trying my best with the ones that are here, and I'm trying to learn a lot. So I don't know all of their names, and if I get their names wrong, feel free to kindly correct me, but understand that I don't know all the names of all these plants. And sorry, there's a mess everywhere in this room. This is also my office where I teach children when I'm remote at home. Why is my finger blocking? There we go. So this was one of my first plants that I got last year. And I think this is called a domino cactus. I think I got him in June or July last year. So he has a little, this is a little piece of new growth. I don't know if that's normal, but that's what's happening. I think you might need a new pot soon. I don't know. That's not the pot he came in. He came in a really tiny, tiny pot. And then I got, I apologize again for the music. I got this cactus as a giveaway. Someone in this plant group that I'm in on Facebook just didn't want it anymore, and it had a little succulent friend with it, and it was already on its way out, so it died. So I'm thinking of potting this guy more towards the middle in a few months, or next month rather, seeing how he does. This is a new addition. This is my string of pearls. I just got it, guys, and it's under my grow light. This is a grow light that I got from Amazon. I just got it this week, and there's one on the bottom because I know I haven't been able to keep many succulents alive, but I really want to try with this one because I just find it to be really beautiful. But it's already getting these little wrinkly guys I noticed last week, and this plant is 2 weeks old now with me, and already is getting some of these like kind of dead looking bits. How do I do this? I've never done a video this way. Like this. And I read that the wrinkly means it needs water. So I watered it last week and they stayed wrinkly. So I don't know. And I have a moisture meter and I use my hands and it still says it's moist. So I'm not going to water it, but I'm sad. This is one of the snake plant cuttings that I got from Etsy maybe a month ago. No growth yet. I'm really excited for these snake plant cuttings. Here's the other one. I cannot wait. And people have told me I'm going to be waiting a long time, which makes me a little sad. I check my plants obsessively. It's driving my boyfriend crazy, but I like to watch them grow. This is my new red Fittonia. I just got this one when I got my string of pearls. I just got this new little Fittonia. I love it. I currently also have a white and green one that I got last year that's doing really, really well. And I wanted to get the red version. I don't know what's happening with this kind of white stuff going on the leaves. I'm hoping it was just getting used to my apartment because it's already really perked up. But I'm already worried that it's getting leggy. The only window in my house that's good for plants is I have a west-facing window in this room, and we're blocked by another building. So we don't get the best light, but I'm really trying. This is my heart leaf. I think this is a philodendron. I might be saying these things wrong. I got this cutting from my mom, maybe like in the fall, and it hasn't grown at all. So it's kind of really frustrating me. This is I got a satin pothos, I think, as a part of a mystery box that I got with the snake plant. And the little new growth on the top died already. So I don't know if it's going to get another one. But this one is another one that hasn't been doing anything. Really sad. Here is somebody that just got potted up today. This is my oregano. Somebody gave this this little cutting to me for free when I picked up a spider plant from them, which I'll show you in a little bit. They gave me this little cutting of oregano. I don't know what's going on with this leaf already. See, I'm a bad plant parent, I feel. I don't know, I'm trying really hard. But I potted him up today. He had a lot of roots. And I'm hoping it'll grow. I might put it outside, but when it stops raining. Because it's raining a lot right now. I'm trying out a propagation box. So I have some pothos nodes in there. Some of them have leaves. And there's just some moss and water. All right, and now you're gonna come on over to my windowsill. Sorry if I get some of these names wrong, but I believe this is a teardrop philodendron. This I got, I think I showed it on my Flosstube when I got a doggy sweater. I made a doggy sweater so far. Sorry, oh, I can't speak. I knitted a doggy sweater for someone who needed a sweater for their dog. And as a thank you, she gave me some clippings. So she gave me this as a cutting, and it has so much new growth. This is my only one that I got cuttings from that is actually growing. All my other ones are not growing at all, as you will see in a second. So yeah, this is my window, and I'm blocked by this building. But we do get some sky, but it's not much, I'm telling you. It's kind of horrible. Apartment living in New York City, guys. Here is, I believe this is a golden pothos. I got it at the same time as this guy. Had roots. I rooted it in water for months. And just is not growing. I don't know what to do, guys. It's really frustrating. But it's been since December with no growth. None at all. Not even that new leaf hasn't even gotten any bigger. That was the leaf it came with. Same goes for this guy. I think this is just a marbled pothos. Same person I got it from, the dog sweater. No growth. Here's my aloe vera. I'm really trying with succulents. I've been killing succulents. I'm really trying, but this one has lost a lot of leaves since getting it, maybe 3. And it has a permanent spot in this window. Since this gets the most sun in that one spot, I don't know if it just needs a permanent spot underneath my grow light, but it is getting, let's see if I can show, there is some new growth. Are you gonna show yourself? Coming up through the middle. There we go. So I'm hoping. I just watered it today. I bottom watered this guy. We will see. This is another one I got from Etsy along with that snake plant cutting and my satin pothos. This is a marbled queen pothos, I believe. That's what she told me it was. The new leaf that it came with died very quickly after I potted it up. It had a lot of roots, but it seems to be getting taller and kind of something is growing there. I'm convinced. I'm convinced that little thing to the left of the leaf that died is growing. So I'm really hoping for something good. Here is my, I can never say these right, so I'm not even gonna try. Haworthia? I think I said it right. Zebra Haworthia? Might have said it wrong. This guy I also got at the same time I got my aloe, I think. And it has a little pup. It came with the pup, so that's not me being a good plant parent. That's me being lucky. So it came with that little pup, which I love. I'm not going to separate it just yet. This guy is doing really well. I haven't checked it for new growth in the middle, but I'll check it later. But that guy is doing well. Here is another plant that I got from the dog sweater lady. This is a Brazil philodendron. It's supposed to be a fast grower and 0 growth since December. Isn't that incredible? I'm pretty sure these 2 leaves are dead. They feel like paper. They never perked up. The moment I potted them up, this is what they did. So I'm pretty sure these 2 are dead. And these are my only 2 still alive and 0 growth. I'm very sad. And now this is a new friend that I got. This is where I got the oregano cutting from. This is my spider plant. It's new. It's a baby. It was a pup. Came in this little terracotta cute pot. Though I noticed when I got it, like the drainage hole was covered up. So I don't know if that was intentional, but I might unblock it soon. And yeah, this is sitting on top of a clothes hamper. and a Pete the Cat book for my kindergartners. This is my favorite plant. This is, I'm going to butcher the name. It's a Peperomia obstifolia, I think. I don't know how to say it. I'll have to practice. But this one, I had 3 stems, I guess you can say, and one died. It rotted. I loved it way too much. So now I had 4. Now I'm down to 3, and it's really recovered nicely. This leaf is newish. There's some new growth there. Some new growth happening here. Some new growth happening here. And this one is in a permanent spot here. I'm really trying not to water it too much, but I don't know, guys. All right, and now over to my craft table / work desk. Here are some Fittonia cuttings that I just took today from my, oh wait, hold on, let me show you that plant first. Here is my white and green Fittonia. This one I got last year along with, who came with this plant? Oh, I got a jade plant that died. I'm really upset. I really want to grow a jade and I can't seem to do it. Jades remind me of my grandma. She had this really huge and beautiful jade plant, but every time I get it, it dies. So this is my Fittonia. It's a little leggy. I just gave it a cutting. I just took a few cuttings today so that I can replant them in these empty spots and so that I can promote some branching out of some growth. Don't mind my mess on my desk. This is from leftovers from work. And then these were the cuttings that I took from my Fittonia that I'll try to repot in there when they get some roots. And down here, oh my gosh, I always forget the other name, but Wandering Dude Plant. I got this for free cutting. And then I got a whole bunch of pothos free cuttings that have, is this the one that has a ton of roots or is it this one? They are getting roots like crazy, so I'm excited about those. I'm going to let them root for a little bit longer because as you know, these guys that are not growing, I don't want that to happen again. So I'm really hoping these get good roots. And there's like a new leaf coming up right over here. So I'm really excited for these and to pot them up. And I do have one more plant in my living room. I might try to see if I can pause and get over there. My boyfriend's using that room, but I'll see. Hold on, I'll be right back. Right, this is my last plant. It's a type of Fittonia. I'm not sure because this is the only Fittonia I've ever seen this way. But it's in a hanging planter in our living room. And it really grows these really thick stems that my other Fittonias don't have. So I don't know if this is a special kind. And I recently did cut this one back a lot. So that's why it's looking kind of sparse. But it's getting tons of new little bushy growth to kind of help fill it out a little bit more. Because it's not looking so great. This window doesn't get the best light. But this is as good as it's going to get. So that was the end of my plant tour. Thank you if you stood around for it. Thank you so much. I'm really excited about my plants. And if you think I should do a whole separate video of my plants, let me know in the comments down below and I'll separate my stitching and my plant chatting. But that's about it. Oh, and that's my turtle tank, which I don't know if you guys who have plants have feedback, but I hear that turtle water is a great fertilizer for indoor house plants. Let me know if you've ever used aquarium water or turtle water for your plants. I'm curious to try it, but I'm also scared because I kill plants a lot. Anywho, thank you for coming to my plant tour. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.